weekend, Leicester's Sikh community had the chance to check out some historical artefacts dating back over 300 years, bringing a vision of the past. The sacred Sikh relics such as swords, shields and other weaponry were brought all the way from India and taken to multiple Gurdwaras in the city to allow people to connect with their history and faith. Well, historian Gurinder Singh Mann has been speaking to Major SinghTakhar, who had the chance to take a closer look at the exhibition.
I've always been a big fan of history, and so here I am today at one of Leicester's Sikh Gurdwaras to see some very sacred weapons and artefacts as they are being showcased to the public as part of a very special viewing.
Nanak
Gurinder Singh Mann. I'm a historian and director of the Sikh Museum Initiative.
So today we were gathered here to witness some history unfold, but also see some artefacts of the Sikh faith. Can you just tell me what that was about and how important that is?
Well, today we actually experienced a great individual by the name of Baba Balbir Singh visiting Leicester here at Gurdwara Gurdwara. And with him, he brought a number of Sikh relics with him as well. And these have always been important to the Sikh faith since inception, and particularly in relation to Guru Gobind Singh, who was the 10th Guru of the Sikhs, but also other individuals of the Sikh faith as well, including Jassa Singh Ramgarhia, who was a great general in the 18th century as well. So the idea for the actual Sangat or the community here at the Gurdwara to actually have a witness of these weapons, who we actually kind of also equate with God as well, it was a beautiful thing to actually see and witness, and for everyone to actually get a better understanding of our kind of history as well.
Because you were so close to them, describe to me how they kind of looked, what sort of detailing did they have?
Well, what we have is on the old style of weaponry was that you had detailing, and in some cases you had a styling which involved the actual embellishing of gold in certain cases as well. We had like swords, we had like quoits, for instance, and we had like a Dhaal, which is considered a shield. So we were able to witness something which, I think gave people here in Leicester a great kind of vision of what the past was about.
Just kind of explain to me the importance of these relics, these artefacts, and how they kind of hold so much value for people that have seen them today.
Well, I think it was quite obvious today for the people who were actually at the Gurdwara today. But what it does represent is these actual weaponry has been used in battle in many cases, and it was actual personal to the individuals as well. So it wasn't just personal to Guru Gobind Singh, Jassa Singh Ramgarhia, and Baba Deep Singh, who was considered a martyr in the Sikh faith as well. So what you have is this importance is very similar to other faiths around the world as well, where you have artifacts related to their faith. But in the Sikh faith, what we tend to find is that there's a closer connection with these artifacts and brings people closer to the leaders themselves, but also to God as well.
Would you say that people that witness them today are quite blessed to see them? I
think it's a very once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the people of Leicester and Sikhs to have actually witnessed and actually seen these Shastars. And I think anyone who's been here would say exactly the same. I personally, as a historian, I've visited India and saw many artifacts, not just in India but in the UK as well. But even today, for me personally, it was a very, very special occasion.
I'm Amrit Kaur from Leicester.
How did it make you feel, obviously, seeing the Shastars and obviously all the different Sikh artifacts?
It was actually really amazing because obviously we don't get the, being in the UK, it's not something that we're used to, seeing unless you travel to India. So it was actually a really good experience, and for my daughter as well to actually see Maharaj Ji Shastar, Baba Fateh Singh Ji Shastar. So it was a really good experience for us. It was actually overwhelming as well. So when you see them, you actually think, I can't believe these are Guru Sahib's Shastar. People, for example, in the UK, they've got the monarchy and so on. So if you kind of use that analogy to say the crown and all of their artifacts, what it means to them, it's a similar concept for Sikhs. We've got Gurujis going back, from when Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj was here, and to see Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Shastar, this is our 6th Guru, more than 600-700 years ago, to have that's just amazing. So the comparison I can just say is, for example, being in the UK, comparing it to what the English have, it's that relevance, and that's the importance that we have in our Guru Sahib Shastars.
Absolutely amazing. I'm impressed that they've kept him in such a way that we can still see and cherish what we've got.
And for people that don't know, but how important is the weapon side of the Sikh faith?
Very important, because we're not just spiritual, we're warriors at the same time. So having a way to show people that we can help and defend it's the most important thing.
Have you seen these artifacts before?
No, I haven't, and it was a massive eye-opener. Babaji walked around in such a way that everyone got a good look, and to really appreciate the craftsmanship and the beauty of the actual Shastar itself.
Sounds really interesting, that. Historian Gurinder Singh Mann speaking to our reporter Major SinghTakhar there about these Sikh relics over 300 years old over the weekend.